Hiya, Emma here, and we're continuing on with our Doctor Who journey. So today we are watching, what's the episode called? It's season 5, episode 3, Victory of the Daleks. Oh yeah, we're getting the Daleks back. I'm looking forward to that. I wouldn't say they're my favourite Doctor Who villain. That has to go to the Master, but they're still pretty good. We had our last episode. Amy has still not told the Doctor that she's getting married. She clearly has cold feet about it. Hopefully she tells the Doctor in this episode. So we had a very interesting episode last week. It was quite thought-provoking, and I like storylines that have a bit more weight behind it. So it was good to have that in our second episode, and I would have to say that's my favourite so far. I've only seen 2, so you know I've not really got much to compare it to. Let's embrace the madness, and here we go.
Out of range?
Normally, sir, yes.
So clearly we're going back to World War II.
Time to roll out the secret weapon.
And I take it the Doctor is going to be the secret weapon then? No! Oh, what's going on here? Why have they brought out the Daleks? Are they being controlled by the British government? So, Victory of the Daleks, I'm actually now getting, are they the good guys in this episode?
What's he after?
TARDIS key, of course.
Think of what I could achieve with your remarkable machine, Doctor.
So it must be, is the secret of the Doctor passed on to like every Prime Minister then?
Yeah, well,
So I will grasp with both hands the anything that will give us an advantage over the Nazi menace.
such as.
Follow me.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to like the idea of using the Daleks whatsoever.
Fire!
What's that?
That wasn't human, that was never human technology. That sounded like.
Show me.
Oh, he knows right away he knows. Oh, I can't believe it's got the British flag on it.
Doctor, look. Blueprints, statistics, field tests, photographs.
Yeah, but who gave him the blueprints? No way did he invent them himself. He couldn't have.
I must admit I had my doubts. The Ironside seemed too good to be true.
Yes, right, so destroy them, exterminate. Amy, tell him
Tell him what?
about the Daleks.
What would I know about the Daleks?
Planets in the sky, you don't forget that. Amy. Tell me you remember.
Oh.
Children slaughtered, families torn apart, French churches in flames.
Yeah, try the Earth in flames.
Yeah, but if you're in desperation, you're going to take anything that can save you and your country.
Winston, the whole world knows you're resisting. You're a beacon of hope.
Millions of innocent lives will be saved if I use these.
That part.
They are my oldest and deadliest enemy. And I'm going to prove it.
Whether it's the Daleks pulling the string or someone else in charge of them, there's something more to this, and they should listen to the Doctor when he's saying that. Never goes well when you don't listen to the Doctor.
These robots are entirely under my control, Doctor.
I don't know what you're up to, Professor, but whatever they've promised you, you cannot trust them. Call them what.
No, I don't think the Professor knows anything. I think he genuinely thinks he invented this.
Would you care for some tea?
Stop this! What are you doing here? What do you want? You want to kill me? Well, go on. Kill me. Kill me!
Be careful!
Okay, I do get his rage though when it,
I am your soldier.
they just...
And I am yours!
Transmitting testimony now.
Transmit.
Oh, what's he done?
I am the Doctor. And you
Wait, was this all an elaborate ruse to bring out the Doctor? Yeah, saw that coming. Oh! Nah. No way.
Testimony accepted. That's what they said. My testimony.
Testimony.
Don't beat yourself up. You're right.
Is it a trial? And who's on trial? Is he on trial? Oh no, I would not let him leave without me. I'm not waiting to get bombed.
Wait. I wouldn't if I were you. TARDIS self-destruct, and you know what that means. My ship goes, you all go with it.
Is that a jammy dodger?
You knew that the progenitor would recognise me, the Daleks' greatest enemy. It would accept
Ooh,
my
that's
word,
quite
my
clever.
recognition of you.
As the humans destroy themselves.
Okay, what does that?
What the?
Oh no, right.
Observe, Doctor, a new Dalek paradigm.
No, I don't like them in different colours. I know, I don't like that. I prefer the golds or the grey, or these colours are too bright for Daleks.
What am I? What you are, sir, is either on our side or theirs. Now, I don't give a damn if you're a machine, Bracewell. Are you a man?
You're as clever as the Daleks are, so start.
But that must make you feel horrible not knowing who you are and finding out that you're actually a machine this whole time. Why? And why do I feel bad for them?
Pretty swish if I look like you. Pretty supreme.
Got company.
Bishop's exact coordinates located.
Go to it, group captain, go to it.
TARDIS self-destruct device not.
It's a jammy
Oh yeah, I was right, Jammy Dodger.
Danny boy to the doctor. Come in. Over.
Loud and clear, Danny boy.
Are,
Big dish. Side of the ship.
are they flying their planes in space? How is that technologically possible? Okay, this is really giving Star Wars at the moment and I'm loving it.
Energy pulse destroy.
Nice.
I'm not stupid, mate. You just played your last card.
Bracewell is up. Choose, Doctor. Choose.
He loves the Earth too much, so he can't not get a soft spot for us humans.
Now keep down.
Oh my god, oh my...
I'm jump in 30 rails.
There's always a blue wire. Or a red one.
Like I'd been emptied out. There was nothing.
Daleks don't have
Now, Edwin, the attitude
feelings.
your mum and dad are losing them. And you, my friend, are a human being. It's not working. I can't stop it.
Hey. Paisley. Ever fancied someone you know you shouldn't?
Dorabella, her eyes were so blue. All was fine.
Okay, I see what she's doing now. Strongest emotion is love.
Welcome to the human race.
Though I am wondering if Amy meant that about the Doctor.
You will never defeat us, Doctor. We will return. We will return. My mind is clear. The Daleks have gone.
So if he has a link to the Daleks, can he not track them then? Like, can they not use him, I feel like?
The Daleks have won. They beat me, they've won.
But you saved the Earth. Not too shabby, is it? Is it?
No, it's not too shabby.
Help us win through. The world needs you.
The world doesn't need me.
It would save a lot of lives if they did stay and help.
Winston Churchill.
It's been amazing meeting you.
I'm sure it is.
I do like his self-confidence there.
TARDIS key. The one you just took from the doctor?
Oh, he's so cheeky.
By the time I get back here in what, 10 minutes?
More like 15.
15 minutes, yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. You are going to be so deactivated. It's going to... See?
Very well done.
Oh, I'll put the poor man out of his misery and just tell him that he's going to be fine.
Get a lot done in half an hour. Thank you, Doctor.
Oh.
So, you have
They could probably use his help though.
You've got, like, you know, arch enemies.
Quite a few.
I'm still here, aren't I? You're worried about the Daleks?
I'm always worried about the Daleks. Something we've forgotten, or rather you have.
Me?
You didn't know them, Amy. You'd never seen them.
Oh yeah.
You should.
Oh, there's that crack. Okay. And Amy is still not told the doctor that she's due to be getting married. So we've still got that to contend with. Let's have a talk. Okay, so the Daleks are now back. I'm not a fan of their new paint job. I don't like the bright colours at all. I prefer them as the gold or even the khaki. I just think the colours aren't menacing enough. And we had that ominous music for them coming out as well. It's like a big reveal. Yeah, I was quite let down by the colourful Daleks, so hopefully they go back to their golds. I liked how we went from the future of the United Kingdom on that space whale to the past and World War II. We got to see Winston Churchill there as well. I thought his actor was really good and he looked a lot like him. I'm getting that every Prime Minister is told about the Doctor, like it's one of these secrets that get passed on every time a new Prime Minister comes into power. I could be totally wrong about that, but that's just how it's coming across. Which reminds me of in the Harry Potter books, the Prime Minister in that, he's basically told, as soon as he's made Prime Minister, he's told about the wizarding worlds, which wasn't in the movies, and I don't know why, because that was such an interesting aspect, and it was only for a chapter or so. I feel like they could have slotted that in there. Obviously, Winston Churchill's going to keep on trying to get the TARDIS keys from the Doctor. I mean, if this is his way to end the war when he's got a whole nation relying on him. So I totally get where he was coming from, and you know, I do get his desperation, because if he was waiting for the Doctor for a month and the war's getting worse, he's going to want some sort of weapon to get him out of this. And understand why he would go to the Daleks, because they don't know that the Daleks weren't created by this man or this android. They have no idea. They just assume that this is a weapon that's been built up. That was actually quite clever of the Daleks to go to Earth, and to a time that they knew that Earth would be in desperate need of some sort of saviour in order to lure the Doctor to them. But it worked, because the Doctor's obviously going to go to Earth. Though, did it have to be the Doctor that the Daleks lured to them? Maybe it's because he is their biggest enemy that it had to be him. I don't know if they explained that, but I totally understand the Doctor's reaction to seeing the Daleks. I mean, this is a race of aliens that destroyed his race of people. But yeah, we've seen that when the Doctor, just how angry and hurt, and he actually lost control for a moment there, and we've not seen that from this Doctor yet. We've seen it from David Tennant and Christopher Eccleston when they've been confronted with the Daleks, this is our first time seeing Matt Smith against the Daleks, and you can just see him remembering everything that he's faced with them and the devastation that they've caused. That for a moment he's actually losing his control and losing his cool. I'm happy to have the Daleks back though. They're one of my favourite villains after the Master. I feel like, I know he said in this that the Daleks are his like greatest of all time enemies. No, it's the Master. It has to be the Master, because the Master is like a reflection of himself, like a sort of upside down reflection of himself in a sense. They're just so alike and so opposite at the same time. There's more weight behind his hatred of the Master because to me it's mixed with love, whereas the Daleks, it's pure and total hate, not as complex. That must have been really difficult for the scientist to discover he's basically been an android for this whole time. He's not even human. He doesn't know who he is. It's just really interesting because he has to accept that he was created to destroy. I mean, he was literally a bomb when he felt like he created the Daleks to save humanity. I was a bit concerned with that moment when Amy was talking with the scientist, trying to convince him of his humanity by discussing about a crush that he felt was wrong, but he felt it anyway because it felt good. And I don't know, she glanced at the Doctor. I've said this before, I feel like she has this one-sided crush on him and she's still not told him that she's supposed to be getting married. So none of this bodes well for her relationship, but I really am curious to know what the outcome of this is going to be, because I don't see anything from the Doctor towards her at the moment. I don't see it. I just see it feels like a sort of family relationship that they've got going on in his mind. So curious to see what happens with her there. I don't think if the lights in London had been on for that long, I don't think that the Nazis wouldn't have seen them. I think they would have been spotted. Also, how are the Spitfires flying in space? It was given very much a Star Wars moment, which I loved. I quite liked watching the Doctor having to make that choice, having that dilemma of what to choose, whether to choose his hatred and pain and fear and anger of the Daleks and to destroy them and really to save the universe as well, because that was obviously at play in his head. But I think the biggest thing that was at play was revenge. He wants to get rid of them completely, or whether to save Earth and humanity, who he loves so much. It was an enjoyable episode. It didn't pull me in as much as the previous one. Even though the Daleks were there, it didn't have as much weight to it, in my opinion. It was a good story and I liked it, but I felt like the previous episodes had a better story. This one, this one felt like it was setting up something, this episode, because of the Daleks appearing and because we know that they're coming back. Matt Smith was brilliant when he was talking to the Daleks. You could feel his pain and you could read in his eyes that he's not only is he angered, but he's scared of them, which was really interesting to see because we've not seen that all-consuming hatred from him and the anger that it's let him lose control with it. So his acting there was really good. Overall, enjoyable episodes. I felt like it needed more. I don't know, it felt like there was something missing from the story, but I still quite liked it. I would rate it below the previous one. The second episode is still my favourite. I loved the actor who played Winston Churchill in this one. I would say Winston Churchill was my favourite character in this episode. But the Doctor comes in at a close second because he was the one that saved humanity. Amy played a big role in that too, actually. So I'll give her this. She can be tied with the doctor, and then after that, underneath them, it's the scientist guy, because it really was with his help that they managed to stop the Daleks. I like how they're bringing in, I feel like it's because Amy's Scottish that they're just bringing in more Scottish characters. But I'm looking forward to the next episode. This one was good, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!